Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, all is not well at the Port Maria Hospital in St. Mary. The facility is experiencing a shortage of doctors and the impact is severe.
Administrators had to scramble to avert potential chaos this morning when doctors scheduled to work called in sick.
Giovanni Dennis has been tracking this story.
Normalcy has returned to the Port Maria Hospital in St. Mary following a shortage of doctors this morning. The problem, as we understand it, stems from a serious understaffing made worse because several doctors are unavailable because they are on study leave. This has left few doctors having to work excessively long hours to handle patient care at the institution. Our sources say there are concerns about the mental and physical stress that this has put on the doctors. We understand that at least 2 doctors called in sick today and a third doctor had already been on duty for nearly 24 hours. In addition, we understand there is mounting frustration and anger at the regional health authorities' delay in assigning more doctors to the hospital to help solve the problem. Our sources say there have been complaints about the serious understaffing for several months now and nothing has been done. Senior medical officer of the hospital, Dr. Sidney Powell, spoke to our newsroom this afternoon.
What has happened, I can confirm that we have had a shortage, which we are currently and have been working on that to fix that issue with doctors who opt to migrate, right? Doctors who opt to apply their trade in another health region. And of course, doctors who get sick, as was the case this morning. Our current situation now is that now we would have rectified that problem and we are back up now operating and offering the services.
Our sources say doctors had to be pulled from elsewhere and brought into the hospital. Dr. Powell admitted the shortage of doctors has been a major challenge, noting recruitment of doctors for the Port Maria Hospital is underway.
That shortage, right, is coming from or before we had the reclassification exercise. So the reclassification exercise was very comprehensive and that sought to address the gaps not only for the hospital but for every hospital in secondary care and also for every clinic in primary care. So having had those posts now in the region and specifically for the facility, even up to Monday gone, we had interviews for doctors. So we now have posts for doctors and we are doing that now, interviewing them.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton, when contacted, stressed that the issues at the St. Mary facility have nothing to do with the new 40-hour workweek system implemented. Opposition spokesman on health, Dr. Maurice Guy, in the meantime, says this morning's situation underscores the country's health sector is not being run efficiently.
I'm calling on the region, I'm calling on the minister to address this as expeditiously as possible. It is not that there's a shortage of doctors in the country. There are doctors who are awaiting contracts from the government. I know as a fact that doctors have applied prior to this 2 weeks ago and have not been called for interview and are still awaiting jobs. So the fact is that the ministry needs to act with greater alacrity. You cannot afford for the suffering people of this country to continue to suffer more because of ineptitude.
Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.